Oh my goodness, I'm in a rush today. And recently I just started doing something that's going to take up more time, so that means more sleepless nights. Well, I say sleepless as I get Azal, Fatalist, random item stats, but that's all up to me to do. It's, again, repeating what I've said recently, it's only my fault that I've put myself in the situation I'm in, but I'll explain later when it's more relevant. Again, we're just... A large part of me talking right now is me just filling time. I immediately forgot. I think it was Fatalist. I don't know why I'm going insane here. But I know it was Azal, and I know we have random item stats. So, without further ado, as we get into this Azal Fatalist random item stats custom character once more, I feel like this is the second Fatalist run, but it's fine, I guess. Because, if nothing else, my mind is random, so it's pretty much random select. Dexterity, second mystery, knowledge, second encounter, light, and maybe a charisma check. And we have a map, and we have expel evil. So we have Doom, basically. But 7 Doom compared to having lower stats, you kind of know my opinion on that. We have Toshiaki who exists, so that's good. But the reason Toshiaki is good is because he gets overall... let's assume 40 Doom decrease. That was supposed to be the intended amount, but it's still 10 Doom per mystery, so 50 Doom. While 7 Doom, but all of your stats being low is a bit, but still, with that though, it's not like our stats are completely low. I actually should have enabled the occult shop to try going for knowledge here, but I think I'm still just gonna force whatever weapon. I think I set the illegal den, so the army knife, theoretically speaking. Otherwise, we could use the meat cleaver. Depends on random item stats, randomization. So, as we just dive in here, 2 for each ally, which I'm probably going to forget. We immediately get sailors, so we can throw away items if we feel like it. Do I feel like it? No. Though, no. I said the answer before I even finished the question, but we do need a weapon. That I know for sure. Now, are we going to get a good weapon is the first question. Kind of. I have to take it because I don't want to spend any more Doom not knowing what my mysteries are. Again, I could look at the custom mystery names, and there are 2 base mysteries, but we're replacing those 2 base mysteries with... Just checking my max threat level locations, by the way. I guess it's going to be Seaside because we have sailors, but... I forgot what I was talking about. Anywho, moving on. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, there are a few things that I was looking out for, World of Horror custom content-wise, as we roll a 10 on strength. So, hey, our stats also don't matter. But, still. But yeah, I was looking for some custom content, and I decided that I think I will add some in. It's just gonna be a few more episodes further. We do not want this, so we're gonna take the 4 Doom in the face. We can consider that essentially just a 4 Doom event, or any event that gives you that curse, in particular, flashbacks, to be a 4 Doom event. I'm shrugging in real life, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but too many will not be great. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a more fair roll, but if we don't get anything else, I think we just throw away the bandage and the handcuffs. Into a ghost enemy we go. We should be able to 2-tap this? No, we cannot. Well, I mean, yeah, with the map. So, talking about Doom, if nothing else, as I kind of just autopilot here, yeah, you get the map. And that is a lot of Doom, essentially, but it's still not Toshiaki levels, although that makes him a very, very, very good character, at least in my opinion. That's... depends on how much Doom you decrease. I would say about 30 to 40% Doom being decreased outweighs stats being low. Now, how low in particular... pretty much this amount, like 5 Dexterity, 5 Knowledge, or 5 and 2 stats... 4 to 3 in another, and then 2 in, like, 2 others, really. So, and if you have that, either something during battle or you get a lot of Doom. Usually, if you're going for balance, if you're trying to purposely make a character weaker, then, again, you can tweak those values as you like, but, or easier, really. Each item in an inventory, and we are in Cult. So, here's hoping we have a good chance of failing the charisma check that matters. That allows me to skip the boss, but... whether or not we'll do so is yet to be determined. There was something I did want to talk about, but I forgot. I knew it had to do with World of Horror, but it's fine, I guess. All I have is myself yapping on, which is, I think, not really a skill, but something to note during. Aside from the fact that, yes, I've talked about No, yeah, okay, we did fail. Okay, getting the follower is good there. But, for me anyway. Yeah, I talked about how I don't like to leave dead air in a video, pretty much. We'll take quick thinking here. But that's not... Well, I mean, that brushes on the topic of being able to basically yap on. That's all I'm really trying to say here. Which, if you've listened to me at any video at any length, you would probably already realize that I am just yapping on at times to fill the air. But there are things that I do want to talk about. If nothing else, again, it helps me... What am I trying to say here, specifically? It helps my brain, I guess, trying to get better, try to get better at... Did we take the handcuffs out? We did. Try to get better at... Basically speaking, in general. But also coming up with thoughts, like, you know, formulating thoughts on the fly. If nothing else, having me multitask on focusing on a game while speaking out loud. But, anywho. Yeah, let's just sacrifice the ally there. That, I can't tell which ending this is. There's no way there's only quote-unquote one ending there, right? That would be insane. Also, we took Doom because of having an item in inventory. I completely forgot. But we're on a third mystery with 40% Doom. It's not so bad. But anywho. So, into our next base mystery. 2 for each funds, and we're in Metamorphosis. So... Cross our fingers and hope not to get slapped stamina-wise. We don't have a single spell. Does this character have a spellcaster? Anywho. We switched the police patrol back to Seaside because Metamorphosis. We have at least 3 investigate. Again, just to at least yap on about something relevant to the video. If you are investigating a location at least 3 times or more, and it's a max threat level location, switch your police patrols to that location. You'll save on Doom. Specifically, you get 1 Doom per investigation in a max threat level location. So watch, 49% in this forest. We should go to 50% or 51%. Never mind, because that's a general event. So a nuance here is that if you run into a global event and not a location event, in this case the forest, you will not take the max threat level penalty. Never mind. So that was a bad example because the game just happened to toss me a global event. We might want to consider running here, but if we can level up and get something cool, that would be nice too. Now the other question is whether or not... Let's see if vampire enemies have the innate stamina drain, or HP drain. Kind of, but... We'll see. I see did not hit me, and yet I'm seeing my thing go down. Anywho. Actually, I want to trade off some reason before we get out of this encounter, so let's pray. Question mark? Hold on, let me just make sure I'm trading off. Okay, good. And then we do this. Because we only need 5 HP anyway. But, the most important thing is that we get to level up. But yeah, if you visit a max threat level location, let's rewind back for a moment, then you take an extra point of Doom. And if you investigate 3 times, that's 3 Doom. And if you visit the police station, I think it's 1 to 2% Doom. But switching costs that much, pretty much. So overall, you save on Doom that you would have spent, that you spend going into the police station instead of taking Doom, extra Doom investigating a max threat level location. That's the theory behind everything. Oh my goodness. By the way, are we going to die here for not resting? We just happen to run into enemies back to back to back to back, which is not great, but we can take this in the face. It's not like we can brace anyway. Again, that's the downsides of having low strength or 4 or lower strength on average. It's, yeah, you don't get to do much fun stuff. We do get out, but if I have another investigation left, then we can at least rest. But we can't. So we're gonna brace and I guess dodge, and I've only really done this to myself. So if we had rested, we would have been a lot better. I just didn't expect to run into 2 enemies like that, and I also thought I had another investigation. That was my fault though. But I guess we do throw the empty bottle. And we go for a 90% kick and hope we hit both of these at least, because we won't have any reason remaining to deal with the aftermath. Now, the question is, do I even get 2 attacks? We do, and this is better than going for a dodge. And the reason for that is, even assuming we get a... If we get a... Well, actually, we might as well just show, just to prove the point. We can't even do that. So, can we do this? We can, but this is 50% chance to dodge and then hit. The next turn after will be a Desperate Prep Strong, so that's good. But The odds of getting 275% attacks, that's not Desperate Struggle, I'm going crazy. The chance of hitting both of these is 75, well, you know what, let's just do the math now. As much as you might say, well, Jordan, you don't care about having, you consider 15% 50-50, so why is this increase in odds, so 56.25%, why is that any more different than doing the dodge action? Well, in a vacuum, theoretically speaking, I'm gonna go with the theoreticals here if I'm really pushed to it. That being said, I would not like to be in this situation, but I don't think I have much of a choice here. Yeah, I don't have any allies to throw. I can throw the army knife, but either way, we have to get at least... I don't think that... If the army knife did 5 throw damage, which I don't think it does, it would be something to do. But otherwise, we thankfully get out. Also, why did we take 4% doom? Was it curses? I'm going crazy. Oh, funds. It's because we have funds. Which an extra 2% doom is not going to really hurt us. Although it is... I mean, now I've taken around 6% doom for no reason, pretty much. This looks like Flood. I shouldn't have taken that, actually. Not that I was paying attention, so excuse me for accidentally taking the base mystery there. I swear it was not some devious play to take Flood, even though I don't actually want to take Flood here. But, we still have to gamble anyway. I mean, and it's not like I prepared for Flood, so even if I knew, unless I was being devious about it, and by that I mean, oh, I saw that I had Flood, I purposely took Flood. But if you believe me, just know that it doesn't matter anyway. Overall, it doesn't matter anyway, but still, just... All I can say is, just trust me, bro, I didn't actually mean to take the base mystery. And even then, I wouldn't be prepared anyway at this point. That's what I'm trying to say, kind of. We do get to save a lot of doom, so... that being said, I guess I'll do another another video and or run with this character. Because I broke my own rule. But it's fine, I guess. It's less fine, actually, but... Let's see how much reason we lose, because this is going to hurt a lot regardless. But we will take a custom mystery to kind of make up for it, because we do need to do at least 2 custom mysteries. That's the other more important soft rule, but... yeah, this is terrible. I'm just gonna go for it. Again, I'll try to make up for the fact that I took the base mystery. I was supposed to take the custom mystery, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Usually in Fatalist, you basically, without human error, you know 2 of your mysteries on the board. But with custom mysteries, although you can hover over and see their names... oh my goodness, the pain, by the way. Yeah, although you can hover over and see their name... we're not going to be okay here, are we? Alright. We can do this. Oh yeah, let me focus on not dying for a moment. Never mind, I traded... Okay, my mind just completely went out the window. It's funny, but that was not exciting at all. But anywho, nothing much else. I won't even cut myself off because I guess my brain is going away. But anywho, I guess we'll do another video with this character. I'm so sorry. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.